Hello, good morning, class. I hope you guys are doing well today. How are you, everyone? Kumusta man mo? Kumusta man?
Kaya sir, good morning.
Sir, good sir.
Morning. Good
Morning,
morning.
sir.
Thank
Okay
you so
na.
much for responding. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah, especially right now nung gloomy kay ang panahon. I hope okay ra mo dira. And today, without further ado, let's start our discussion. The way what's on your screen is actually understanding speech and its types, a lesson on public speaking. When we're talking about public speaking or delivering a speech, that's something that we're really afraid of to do, right? Kay kulba man jud nga mag-deliver kag speech especially in front of a lot of people. Sakto ba? Mga kulbaan basad mo, mahadlok mo, na ba may mga anxiety nga ma-feel when doing speeches, when delivering speeches. Sakto ba ko?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. But before diving further with our discussion, let's have our learning objectives first to guide us kung unsa ang atong ma-expect as we dig deeper with our topic. All right, so by the end of the lesson, the student should be able to first define what a speech is and its purpose. Second, identify and describe four important types of speech. Third, recognize the do's and don'ts in delivering a speech. Fourth, differentiate the types of speech based on purpose and structure. And lastly, create short examples or scenarios for each type of speech or even just for one specific speech. All right? But before that, before we go or delve into the proper discussion of speech and its important types, let's have our energizer first. So our energizer is a teleprompter challenge. So I'll be calling students to read a short paragraph using prompter, and then I'll be also observing clarity, confidence, and of course eye contact. And these three things are actually important or vital when we're talking about delivering a speech. Because when delivering a speech, it's really important that it's clear, that you're confident when doing your speech when delivering your speech, and of course eye contact is a must when doing a speech, everyone. So I have prepared a teleprompter, and in that teleprompter, there's four paragraphs. So I'll be assigning four students to read it. Can I have volunteers to read the what's on the teleprompter? All right. For the first paragraph, can I have Miss Binting? Second paragraph would be Mr. Jotam. The third paragraph would be Miss Lavernessa, and the fourth paragraph would be Mr. Rico. All right. For well students, I'll be all right, nanaday siya. Nakita na ninyo ang teleprompter?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Let's begin the teleprompter challenge with the first paragraph, or let's just say the first speech. In three, two, one, begin.
Technology is rapidly transforming globally. Increased internet access and availability of affordable devices are expanding learning opportunities. Online learning platforms and educational apps provide supplemental resources and personalized learning experience. Many schools are integrating technology in their curricula, using interactive tools and digital contents to enhance teaching and learning. This technological integration aims to improve educational outcomes and prepare students for digitally driven future.
Thank you, Miss Benting. Let's have the second speech. Begin.
Investing in educational technology is crucial for the future. Improved access to technology empowers students, enhances teaching effectiveness, and bridges the educational gap. By supporting initiatives that promote technological integration in schools, we can equip students with the skills needed for success in the 21st century workforce. This investment fosters economic growth and strengthens human capital. Let's embrace technology to build a brighter future for students everywhere.
Thank you, Mr. Panya. Let's have the third speech. Can I have Miss Lavernessa to read what's on the teleprompter?
Okay. Technology has made education so easy. Even my dog could Google his math homework if he had only thumbs. Now, history lessons come with explosions and dramatic music, way better than just reading from dusty old books. But beware because while browsing for facts, you might accidentally master the art of meme scrolling instead. Teachers now juggle smart boards and tables like circus performers, keeping us learning and laughing at the same time. So let's just teach wisely because nobody wants to get taught by a glitchy robot who can't even find YouTube. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Olivar. Can I have Mr. Rico to read what's on the teleprompter for the last or the fourth speech?
The dedication of teachers and students to overcome technological challenges is truly inspiring. Despite limited resources, they demonstrate remarkable resilience and creativity in adapting to new learning methods. Their unwavering commitment to education demonstrates the power of human spirit and determination. Let's celebrate their achievements and support their continued efforts to embrace technology for improved learning outcomes. Their perseverance is a testament to the transformative power of education.
All right. Thank you so much, class. Thank you so much, Mr. Rico, Mr. Panye, Miss Olivar, and Miss Binting for delivering the speech, or let's just say reading what's on the teleprompter. Thank you so much for the participation. But before that, I have some question for those students nga wala ni volunteer earlier, for those students nga wala naka-read sa teleprompter. For a while, because I'll be presenting to you um, the presentation. All right. Can you see my screen? For a while, everyone. Kiss. All right. Nandiyo ni siya, no? Basta online class, nandiyo yung mga technical errors. But despite having those, padayon gyapon ta sa tong klase because that's the goal of education. It's to impart knowledge despite facing a lot of difficulties. And I think nana sa inyong teacher in the community, no? Nga subject, if I'm not mistaken. All right. So much for that. Let's have the question for those people nga wala naka-read earlier. So, actually, it's not the first question. My first question is, how was the speeches that your classmates delivered earlier? Yes, Miss Pilapil. Yes, Miss Pilapil.
Some of them, sir, deliver their speech like it's not so interesting because their voice is um, a little bit, I don't know, like it's not that clear, and also their enunciation is quite different. So that's all, sir.
All right. Thank you so much, Miss Pilapil. So, follow-up question for that answer, no? Kay na-observe ganina that some of them are not wasn't able to deliver it well. So, for you, what made the speech sound engaging? So may dapat buhaton sa mga speaker para ma-engaging ang speech. Yes, Miss Binting.
For me, sir, the speaker should know when to stop, and the emotions should be there, sir. Okay, if you're reading something, sir, there you will your voice will be the reflection of the words that you're reading. So,
Mm.
kung magbasa ka og emotional nga content, Dahil nang imong pagbasa is normal tone ra nimo, mura ra kag nagbasa og kanang nagbasa lang ka kanaging honesty is the best policy, like wala gani siya emotion, sir. It's not giving, sir, nga kanang dili ma-feel sa kanang listeners nga sad to siya, or kanang the emotion is kanang kuan gani, kanang sad ba, kilig ba, or kanang ana gani, sir.
Point taken, Miss Binting. That's actually true, everyone. So when we're delivering a speech, when we are delivering a speech, we must understand emotion really plays a vital role. Okay, when we speak, when we enunciate, when we pronounce a word, and then when we're delivering a speech, naman siya different types of speech, which ato i-discuss later. And then for the audience to really relate kung unsay mong gipang sultera, of course, emotions makonect na sa ilaha. So to begin our discussion proper, I have a question here. What do you think is a speech? Everyone? Yes, Miss Siseban.
Um, good morning, sir. Speech is using your voice to make sounds
Morning.
and words that communicate your thoughts to other people.
Thank you so much. That's actually true. So when we're talking about speech, it's about using your voice. It's about delivering something to communicate with others. Thank you so much, Miss Siseban. How about can I have Mr. Panye?
Um,
Yes, Mr. Panye.
Speech
Oh.
is the expression or expressing thoughts and ideas through spoken words.
That's actually correct. When we're doing speech, we are expressing our ideas, our opinions, our knowledge. We impart them to the audience. Lastly, let's have Miss Benting. Any insights?
Speech, sir, is for me, speech is a spoken expression of kanang using language. So it involves sounds to communicate your ideas, your thoughts, or the information or the emotions towards other people, sir.
All right, thank you so much. That's actually true. So when we're talking about speech, it's a spoken it's a spoken way of delivering a message to the audience with feelings, with emotions, to communicate with them, to connect with them. All right, I think kabalo naman day mo what really is a speech. So let's dive further the types of speech that we encounter as we write later and we deliver your own speeches. All right? So the first type of speech is what we call informative speech. So when we say informative speech, it delivers facts, data, or explanation to increase the audience understanding. So from the word itself, inform, we inform the audience, we inform the people. And once we inform something, it should always be factual. It should always be based sa kung unsay sakto, kung unsa ang unsa jud naka-stipulated nga sakto siya facts ang data, and then the explanation is verified, because you can't deliver a speech, everyone. I mean, you can't deliver an informative speech nga opinionated ra nimo. There's other speeches nga matawag ana. So when we're talking about informative speech, basically it's delivering a speech in which we are in which it involves factual data, explanation to express what we want to express and to let the audience understand what it is, and to clarify something that needs factual evidences. All right, understood? Give me a heart react if you understood what is an informative assessment. I mean, assessment? Informative speech, rather. Sorry. All right, thank you so much. So let's move on to our next type, which is the persuasive. So can I have volunteers to share their knowledge? What's a persuasive speech? Samantha, nanabawan ninyo kay I think it was already introduced to you back when you were in high school, if I'm not mistaken, when you were in seventh grade. All right, can I have Mr. Panya?
Persuasive speech is that, um, for example, you're leader that needs to convince the your team. It is a persuasive speech. You should, oh yeah, it uses the persuasive speech to aim or change the audience beliefs or opinions or actions.
All right. Thank you so much. That's actually correct. So when we're talking about persuasive speech, everyone, from the word itself, persuade. So we have to persuade the audience. We have to convince them of what we're talking about. And with convincing them, with persuading them, we change the audience beliefs, opinions, or actions. So that's basically what is a persuasive speech. But we must understand, everyone, that when we're delivering a persuasive speech, it should always be at the right foot at everything. Dapat, kung mo-convince ganitag tao, kung mo-persuade ganitag audience, of course, we are changing their beliefs, right? Their opinions. So dapat ang atong opinions nga gi-change sa ilaha, ma-stand na nato. Dapat we are firm of what we are talking about, especially nga we have the most autonomy of what we are talking about. So I hope soon, if you'll be able to deliver a persuasive speech, um, make it something the audience would relate, and at the same time, upon relating it, they changed from what they believed in the first place, and then change it to another point of view based from what you have delivered nga persuasive speech. All right, understood? Can I have a heart react if you've understood what a persuasive speech? All right, sige, thank you so much. So let's move on to the third type of a speech. It's an entertaining speech. Of course, from the word itself, entertaining, it the main purpose of it is to entertain the audience, is to let the audience uh, is to capture the attention through the humor, storytelling, and emotion to amuse the audience. So when we're talking about entertaining everyone, of course, we're talking about how we can let the audience make happy, make them feel away from their problems. That's actually the purpose of entertaining. It's to impart humor to the audience, and of course, storytelling. And then when we're delivering the story, we need to ensure that we entertain the audience, because that's the main goal of entertaining speech. The emotions would be used to amuse the audience. All right. Let's move on to the last type, which is the inspirational speech. Can I have Miss Sisaban to read what's on the screen?
Inspirational encourages, uplifts, and motivates listeners through powerful messages or personal stories.
All right, thank you so much. Naka-attend na ba mo og like mga inspirational nga convention, mga summit? Na ba'y naka-attend din nyo? Everyone, na ay naka-attend ninyo? Wala pa, no? Wala pa ba? All right. I think audible pa ba ko? Am I audible? All right. I think wala pa naka-attend. If naman gani, some of you maybe. So sa inspirational nga mga summit, everyone, convention, the speakers, they're actually delivering an inspirational speech, inspirational message. And the main purpose of that is to impart motivation to the students, to the audience rather, to the audience, to make them feel uplifted, to make them feel encouraged, motivated, and inspired with their own stories. Because these inspirational message, everyone, it holds so much power. When we say power, it's the learnings that they've gained from the experience that they have experienced. So those experience that they have, it carries powerful messages, and it's really important, and it's really nice nga they share it to the audience, so that the audience as well can also reflect with the experience that they had, and of course be motivated to do the same. To despite of those uncertainties that they are experiencing in their life, they are reminded to keep moving forward, because that's true, because that's true in life. I know nadyo challenges, inevitable ang challenges in life, and as humans, we are hardwired with those challenges. And what should we do? Of course, so surpass those challenges, learn from those challenges, and then come back stronger after. That's the main goal of life, because that's also the things that we experience since we are living. So going back, inspirational message, it encourages the audience, it encourages the audience to do better in life, to be motivated, to be inspired with the stories that the speaker is delivering to them. All right? Any questions, clarifications so far with the types of speech? None? All right, none. Thank you so much. So let's move on to the do's of speech delivery. So later on, we will have our speech delivery in our assessment. So it's really important for you guys to really listen kung unsaon pag-deliver sa usa ka speech. The first things first, you have to speak clearly and confidently. So when we're delivering a speech, everyone, I think kabalo na tatanan nga if mag-deliver ta og speech, we have to be confident. Confident in a way nga we know sa atong kaugalingon nga kabaw ta kung unsa atong gisulti sa atubangan. Kabalo ta what we are saying and what we will say. And we also understand nga when we're speaking, it should be clear. Kay we have audience. So we have audience, since we have audience, sila ang maminaw sa atong speech. So how can they grasp all those things that you have said if you are not speaking clearly? So it's really important for us to speak clearly, to deliver it clearly. All right? Next is maintain eye contact. Actually, I have an experience go back when I was in your age, speaking in front of a lot of audience, speaking in front of bunches of people. The thing is that when we maintain eye contact with our audience, mas duol siya sa kasing-kasing sa audience, mas dut-dut siya. Kay ang emotion nga imong gipakita is na-deliver nimo sa ilaha. And one tip di ay when I was practicing my speech, I mean not practicing, but let's just say learning my speech at that time. I have this idea within me nga when I talk to audience, rather than making an eye contact or tanawon sila sa ilang eyes, why not tanawon nato sila here sa ilang forehead. Diri bitaw, nakita ninyo akong screen? This one. Kita ninyo? Kay sometimes manggod no, naamang ko'y mga tao, dili jud na siya malikayan nga naay mga tao nga madili sila ma-at ease ba? Maka-feel sila anxiety if mutanaw sila sa eyes sa audience. And inevitable na siya nga inevitable na siya kay kani nga mga situations, especially daghan og audience, kulba dyan na siya. And for you, para at least alleviate ang kana nga kakulba, why not diri mo tanaw? Kay instead of ang kuan man na ang view man na sa audience everyone is nagtanaw mo silang eyes pero dili nagtanaw mo here. That's still maintaining eye contact. Kay sa ilang point of view nakig-eye contact man ta nila. All right? All right. Next is use gestures and expression. So in speech everyone, gestures is really important. Dapat kabalo taas ang placement sa atong kamot when doing a speech. Kung kano sa ta mo open sa atong hands, kung kano sa ta mo ana sa audience. Kay those gestures actually represents what we are talking about. For example, mo na ka good afternoon everyone. Yama ka, good afternoon everyone. Imong self imong gitudlo. No, that's a no. You're addressing everyone. Of course, audience. Dili ang imong kaugalingon. That's one of the things nga we must remember when we're doing a speech. All right? Next is practice your speech beforehand. Okay, naman ko yung mga speeches nga need siya og time before i deliver. And then nasa speeches nga diretso-diretso siya. So if you have time to practice your speech, practice it beforehand, before your presentation. Because if you practice it, sa itong quote gani, practice makes perfect. So if you keep on practicing, of course, in a presentation ninyo, I bet you will ace that. Next is stand with good posture and smile. Okay, one of the criteria when delivering a speech is how you how you compose yourself, how you stand there, kung good ba mo pag-stand, kung tarong ba siya, kung wala ba ka nagbako, wala ba ka dira naghiwi. Of course, speech gani, of course dapat we have the most autonomy kung unsa ang atong isulti. So natay autonomy sa atong ipangsulti, mo reflect sad na siya. Nakabalo ta sa atong giingon because sa atong posture. Kay sometimes na if magbako ta, if murag feel at uneasy ta, mo na meaning ana niya, we're not confident, which is ni ligi siya sa idea nga speak confidently. Alright, and of course, don't forget to smile, everyone. But not all the time, ha, sige ra mo smile, kay bisag emotional kayo yung speech, ara, tapos naganaan na mo, I'm so sad, because that's a no-no, alright? That's a no-no. You have to understand when to smile, when to stop, when to smile again. Alright? Let's move on to the next slide. The don'ts of speech delivery. Avoid filler words. Kani nga mga situations, filler words, dili jud ni siya malikayan, especially sa naanda na nato siya. Naanda na nato siya no nga kumusulti ta natay so natay. I think dili na siya pwede. Dili na siya pwede when delivering a speech. Kay usa na sa mga criteria nga dapat nato i-judged when you're delivering a speech. Kay those filler words, everyone, makakuha mo siya, sort of, bati siya paminawon ba sa speech. So avoid those things. So mo tong need mo practice beforehand para kabaw mo kung unsay dapat mo sunod sa inyong speeches. Alright? Don't slouch or look down. Of course, dapat confident mo. Dapat kung mag-speech mo ganid, tubanggin mo sa audience. Tubang mo nila showing I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm saying. And look at me because I'll be delivering a speech. Mo na dapat inyong attitude. Ayaw mo look down. Kaya kung mo look down mo, you don't feel confident at all. Next is, don't rush or speak monotonously. Sometimes, because sa kakulba, because sa atong anxiety nga na-feel, sa pressure nga atong na-feel, magdali tag sulti. And because magdali tag sulti, dili na siya clear sa audience. Maglisod na sila or say gani kay mura sila paspas kay ka nakasulti, kay kadira. And then ang sa audience na minos na mura sila, isa naman yung gipangingon. Dili na siya pwede na. Dapat kung mo speak gani ka, dili siya monotonous. When we say monotonous, dili siya linear ang pag-inyong sulti with emotion. Dapat kung need gani nga, I feel so great today because when I was in high school, I had this experience within me. I feel so great today because when I was in high school, dili na ha, understand, like what I've said earlier, apply emotion. You have to understand that you are delivering a speech. You are not reading something, dili mo wala ra mo dira nga gipabasa mo dira. Honesty is the best policy. Kinsa to ningon ganina nato student ningon, I think it was Miss Binting or Miss Pilapil. Dili nato ang pagsulti sa kanang kuna, honesty is the best policy. Dili, honesty is the best policy. Inana siya kung mag-deliver kag speech. All right? Next is don't read your speech word for word. All right. There are some cases nga when we're delivering a speech, manggod, i-allow sa teacher, i-allow sa organizer nga magdala mo sa inyong copy. But then, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to read it verbatim. You have to read it word for word. No. Dalara na ninyo siya nga copy, everyone, in case nga makalimot mo. Dili na siya mao ang gidala ninyo kay basahon ninyo. No, that's a big no-no. All right? So when you're delivering a speech, we must understand that the copy that you have, it's for your guide, not as your copy to read during a speech. All right. Next is avoid distracting movements or fidgeting. Because of pressure, because of anxiety, because kinakulbaan na ang speaker, mag-fidget siya. For example, mag-anaan na siya siyang kamot, mag-anaan na siya, o yung tiil baro nagkurog-kurog. Mo na siya sign nga nag-fidget na siya, and then bati ka na siya tanawon actually. So, kung ma-practice gani mo sa inyong speech, you have to remind yourself nga dili na siya buhaton. Kay sometimes nakaugalian man gud nato, and if nakaugalian siya, mas dali na lang siya ma-incorporate when doing a speech. Okay? So, avoid to na. Distracting movements, it's a no-no in delivering a speech. I would not say nga controlled, but sort of controlled ang inyong actions, inyong gestures sa inyong movements when delivering a speech. Mo na nga mga distracting movements, mga unnecessary movements, dili na siya angay ibuhaton when we're doing a speech. All right? Any questions, clarifications, violent reactions with regards to the discussion? Because that would be all for the discussion for today. We've tackled the types of the speech, what is a speech, the types of speech, the do's and the don'ts of speech. Any questions, clarifications? None? Give me a sad react if wala na. Give me a sad react. Wala na. Okay. All right. I think none, no? So, since wala naman, ako na lang mo question. Ako na lang mo question. For a while, ha? Kajut lang. All right. Okay. Reflecting from those discussions that we had earlier, can someone please tell me what are the four types of speech that we have tackled about, and then unsa ni sila nga mga speech? Yes, Miss Pilapil?
So the four types of speech, sir, is informative. So it delivers facts or explanations, and then persuasive. It
Mm-mm.
aims to convince or change the audience beliefs. And then third one is entertaining. It captures our attention through humor or storytelling. And the last one is inspirational. It encourages or motivates the listeners.
All right, thank you so much, Miss Pilapil. Lanaminaw jud sila. Okay, kabalo jud kung unsa to atong gidiscuss. So next question is, since we have talked about speech, the do's and the don'ts of speech, can you tell me at least two do's when delivering a speech? Mga angay buhaton? Yes, Mr. Um, Jotam? Tulang ha, tulang.
The two, sir.
Oo, tulang. Kay mga tanata sa lain. Pero ano sa naminaw sila.
Okay, the two adus is um well, speak clearly, and the way you posture is correct, and yeah, that's all.
All right, thank you so much. That's true. Good posture and speak clearly. How about Mr. If I'm not mistaken, Mr. Rico? Yes, Miss Olivar. Validation of grace.
Those, sir, or don'ts?
Do Smith.
Okay. First is making eye contact, and
Correct.
and you should be maintain your body language when you're delivering a speech.
That's actually correct. Thank you so much. Good posture, and of course, the language. You have to express it in accordance to the way the speech na imuhang ganahan i-deliver. All right. Next is the last question. Can I have? I mean, the question is, can you give me the don'ts of delivering a speech? Can I have Mr. Rico?
So avoid words like of, then do not slouch or look down the entire time.
All right, thank you so much. No filler words, don't look down. Yes, Miss Benting, last.
Make your posture more professional, sir, and also fidgeting of hands or making unnecessary movements, sir.
Correct. You have to understand that your posture should be well presented, and then of course fidgeting, no fidgeting when we're delivering a speech. Thank you so much. I think that's all for our Q&A, and all I can say kay naminaw jud ang students kay naka-answer jud sila sa questions. It's like a run through man sa atong gi-discuss ganina. So I don't think nga dili mo maka-answer ato. But anyway, let's have our assessment. Let's have our quiz. So I have here the QR code of our quiz time. This is actually the part one, and I'll be giving you 5 minutes to do this since dali ra sad kay siya. I mean, di gani siya about 5 minutes. All right. Can you please scan it? And I'll also be sending the link of our quiz if dili ganin nyo ma-access sa GC. All right? No question? All right. And then also, the second quiz would be speech delivery. So since we've talked about how to deliver a speech, unsa mga dapat buhaton o sa dili angay buhaton, it is time for you to really apply those learnings. So you guys, you students, you class, you have to choose one speech type, either entertaining, inspirational, persuasive, or informative. It's a 1 minute speech, ha? And then you have to prepare and deliver a short speech that is 1 minute, and then you can opt to use a teleprompter if needed, but I suggest nga if kaya ninyo, dili lang mag-teleprompter. Kay tanong na to if naka-familiar ba jud mo kung unsa ang inyong gihimo nga speech, and it's only 1 minute. Ano kaya ra jud kayo na ninyo. Next is evaluation would be based on message clarity, appropriateness, and delivery skills. All right, I'll also be sending a link kung asa ninyo pwede attach ang inyong speech. All right, the deadline of this is the same day, today. All right, I'll be closing the link at 11:59. All right, no more questions, clarifications, variant reactions. Yes, mga nag-raise hands, na may questions? Wala ra? Okay, wala ra. So actually, I have also prepared here an assignment. So in instead of taking it as an assignment, let's have it as something inyo i-prepare and i-expect next meeting. So ang mga students, you guys, you class, you have to prepare a 2 to 3 minute comprehensive speech. So okay ra gyapon, four types sa inyong ganahan, either inspirational, entertaining, and so on. And then you have to follow the structure and the delivery techniques. And then the next meeting, no, not only next meeting, I'll send an exact date you when will the speech delivery will happen. All right? No questions? For the rubrics, the criteria and the scoring is presented on the screen. Can you see? Nakita na ba ninyo? Naka-reflect sa inyong screen, everyone. Send me a thumbs up. You can take screenshot. Okay, nakita na no? All right, thank you so much. Content, organization, delivery, language, and of course, impact. So that's it for our discussion for today. Any questions? Any follow-up, clarification? Wala ra?
Sir.
Wala na, Nan? Okay, thank you so much, guys, for participating, and thank you so much for attending the class. I hope you've learned something from our discussion today. And don't forget your quiz submission, because I'll be checking it. All right? Thank you so much. You may now leave the meet. Thank you, thank you.
Goodbye and
Bye,
thank you,
sir.
sir.
Well, thank you, sir.
Bye.